Hey everyone, welcome back for another beautiful day of flying and back to the channel. Today we'll be flying from San Diego's Montgomery Gibbs to Palm Springs, where we're going to land at Bermuda Dunes Airport. So for this flight, we'll cover the route we took to get to Palm Springs, and we'll also discuss why we chose to land at Bermuda Dunes and not the two other airports they have in the area. In addition, we'll discuss a little bit about the Palm Springs TRSA, or TRSA, and we'll point out some of the landmarks we saw along the way. So for me, this was my first time flying to Palm Springs, and to get there we decided to take the more scenic route of flying through the valley of Banning's Pass. This valley goes in between the San Jacinto Mountains and then the Big Bear Mountains where the ski resort is. I decided to take this route because, one, it's more scenic, I needed the hours anyways, but also you don't have to climb quite as high to clear the mountain chain that really defines the whole western wall of Palm Springs. You can see many of these mountains peak around 10,000 feet, some are a little bit lower, 8,000, but that can be quite a climb for a small Cessna 172, especially when it's pretty hot outside. I also plan on making this trip at a later point in time in the summer where it's going to be exceptionally hot, and I want to make sure that the plane can get there easily, so I figured I would go ahead and just fly at a little bit lower altitude between Banning's Pass. For this flight, we're also going to cruise all the way through Palm Springs to get over to the Salton Sea to see what that looks like and check that out a bit. So like many of the flights we've been on before, we've gone ahead and departed out of Montgomery Gibbs, flown towards the coast, up towards Torrey, then flew north up the coastline and then crossed over Palomar's airspace into Hemet. And then from Hemet, we just continued to the east to arrive where we're at now, entering the Banning's Pass. This way is great because there's really quite a number of airports to land at in case you have any emergencies. It gives you a lot more outs than flying over the peaks of the mountains where there's not really any great places to land. Currently, we're passing over Banning's Municipal Airport, which is a nice long runway where we could land at if we had any sort of emergencies.
San Diego Coast, Archer 70275 at 4,500, just west of Encinitas, doing steep turns, San Diego Coast.
Alright, we got a little mountain turbulence starting right here.
San Diego East, flight of 4,000 feet southbound, San Diego Country Estates, heading towards El Cap.
Alright, we're 4 miles south of Banning, and we're about to pass through this valley between, I believe it's San Jacinto Mountain and the Big Bear Mountain of San Bernardino. This pass, obviously with all these mountains, there's some turbulence, so just want to make a note. Just started to feel a little bit of turbulence, fortunately a little bit of updrafts, which is nice, and we're going to try to cross this at 7,500. What I'm seeing is, you know, we're by our terrain, we have over 1,000 feet of clearance right now. The VFR chart, from the best I can read, it looks like this peak, this shoulder that's just right off our nose here at about our 2 o'clock is 5,500. We're at 7,500, so we have 2,000 feet of clearance. Obviously this peak that's over to the right of us is going to be at 8,500. That's the highest peak in the sector, and we can see that on our chart. No, sorry, that's 10,800 is the peak of that San Jacinto Mountain. We're gonna try to avoid this parachute area, and then we're gonna head right towards the middle of this valley. So we should be high enough, I believe.
Flight of 4 southbound, north end El Cap, 4,000 feet.
I think we have plenty of room to make a left-hand turn if necessary, with avoiding the mountains. We don't want to fly directly down the center of the valley, so we can make a full turn if necessary.
San Diego North.
I think we're going to be A-okay.
San Diego Coast,
Let's hit the tunes.
70275, just west of Palomar, doing some slow flight maneuvers at 4,500, San Diego Coast.
Flight Charlie Alpha, you guys on frequency?
So your bag's back up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off, and you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out.
We need flight of 4 southbound El Cap, descending out of
If the voodoo it don't fit, as far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you got a fire, don't lose it. If you gotta do or die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go on and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the closed minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change you. You were born to be getting back up. That's the only backup plan you need.
Well, life's got a lot of sticks and stones, and a blade that'll cut you to the bone. But if you're doing what you love and it kills you, well, you can live with that all day long. So if you got a fire, don't lose it. If you gotta do or die, dream, do it.
Coast traffic, Jack 631, Charlie Tango, just to the west of Zacatito, good. Currently heading about 500 feet, flying the coast back towards Montgomery, Tango Coast.
Tune out the doubters and all the closed minders. If it's in your blood,
Western, it's a 40 Delta, 9,500 feet towards the bed, drag him out.
back up. That's the only backup plan you need.
San Diego North, 4223 X-ray at 5,500 feet.
To wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 26, dew point -2, altimeter 29902. Visual approach and use to runway 31 left and right. Hazardous other information for Southern California available on flight service frequencies. Center star missions, runway 31 left, Pappy's on service. Arrival aircraft, contact SoCal approach on 126.7. All departures to obtain clearance, contact ground control on 121.9er. Keep our aircraft to your destination airport, aircraft type, all aircraft are direct runway assignment, all hold short instructions, advise initial contact, keep information, Sierra.
That's the only backup plan you need.
All three there, information, Sierra 1751 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 26, dew point -2, altimeter 29902. Visual approach and use.
All right, there's Palm Springs. You can see it right down there.
That's practice 70275. Spiral down from
Go back to 5500. Turn it up.
Palm Springs, morning, Delta 1302 is on the AirNav visual, 31 left.
Delta 1302, Palm Springs Tower, good morning, wind variable 3, runway 31 left, go to land.
Go to land, 31 left, Delta 1302.
Mustang 727, turn right at the end, go to parking with me, good day.
Thanks today.
Galaxy 32 Echo, turn left Juliet, Whiskey Bravo to the gate, just monitor ground point 9.
Juliet Whiskey Bravo, monitor ground point 9, Scout 32 Echo, good day.
Alright, we just cleared the pass into Palm Springs. We're descending from 7,500 down to 5,500. And we have Palm Springs Airport, Kilo Papa Alpha, Papa BAP? Oh, Kilo Papa Sierra Papa just off our nose right here at our 2 o'clock.
Cessna 75 Golf, you said you guys are full stop taxi back?
Yes, sir. Full set taxi back. We'll be off on hotel.
All right, we just passed the.
Right via Echo Bravo.
We just passed through the valley into Palm Springs. We cut through at 7,500. Altitude seemed just fine, and now we're descending down to 5,500. Got Palm Springs just off our 2 o'clock right here. Kilo Papa Sierra Papa. We're just going to follow this road right on in. We'll zoom over Bermuda Dunes. We'll swing by the Salton Sea, see what it looks like, and then we'll come in for a landing. A little bumpy, a little bit of turbulence.
Do you have an estimate on how much longer it's going to be?
I'm guessing they're waiting for these couple VFRs that aren't talking to anyone to get out of the way, and they should be out of the way here in hopefully like 2-ish minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Delta 1302, turn left Kilo, Whiskey 3, just monitor ground point 9.
Kilo Whiskey, Whiskey 3 on monitor, .9, Delta 1302. You have a great day.
You too. Southwest 1590, just got your release. Wind variable at 4, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1590, watch. Tower American 1884, visual 31 left.
American 1884, Palm Springs Tower, good morning, wind variable at 4, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land, American 1884.
Cirrus 128 Papa, we're going to Atlantic.
Hey, Papa, thank you. Be a right turn 1 able and taxi to parking via Echo with me. Have a good day.
Hi, right turn 1 able and Echo with you. Freight Papa, we'll see ya.
Alaska 1225, Palm Springs Tower, traffic 5 mile final, building 1037, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff, Alaska 1275. I'm pretty sure I heard it before, I just want to confirm American 1884 is clear to land.
American 1884, 8 for a minute, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land, American 1884.
Southwest 1590, contact Soka departure, 126.7, good day.
What departure, Southwest 1590?
And Palm Springs Tower Cessna 4975 Golf, ready for departure on 31 right for VOR to Bermuda Dunes.
VFR read it.
Cessna 4975 Golf, Palm Springs Tower, roger, make a right crosswind departure, follow the interstate eastbound, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Cessna 4975 Golf, clear for takeoff, 31 right and Wilco on the departure. And check 31 left.
Wind calm. Alaska 1275, contact Soka departure, 126.7, have a good day.
267 Alaska 1275.
Push your discretion.
Alright, mixture's full, Rich. Landing lights on, taxi lights on.
Southwest 3060, Grand.
Power back. We're just going to slowly descend to 3,500. Get a better look at the ground.
American 18.
Everything's sea level out here. It's still plenty
Kilo
high.
Whiskey Bravo to the gate, just monitor 9.9.
Kilo Whiskey Bravo, .9, American 1884.
Hawker 662 Bravo, Palm Springs Tower, wind calm, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 left, 60 Bravo.
Currently no float Denver. And maintenance 214, didn't forget about you, I'll get you on here in a few seconds here.
So as we enter this area here, it looks like there's an airspace that is completely surrounded by this gray or black line, and that's going to be the Palm Springs TRSA or TRSA. Now, my understanding of TRSAs are they're just an additional layer of protection for more busy airspaces. Here, having Palm Springs airspace, there's quite a number of large jets flying in and out through this Class Delta airport. So allowing this area to be a TRSA is really just an extra level of protection. They can allow radar services and separation to pilots who want to participate in TRSA. But fortunately for us flying general aviation today, it's not required for us to participate with TRSA. So as long as we stay out of this Class Delta airspace, we can just scoot on by without talking to anybody. I do believe it is required for military aircraft though, and anybody with under IFR will be talking to air traffic control already, so they're required. Because we don't necessarily have to talk to anybody in the TRSA, this is another reason why a lot of pilots call TRSAs optional Class Charlie. For this trip today, I decided to fly into Bermuda Dunes. This for a couple reasons. For one, it was the only airport out of the three that provided overnight parking at a tie-down. The other reason is because it's really close to where Coachella and StageCoach is, which I plan to fly to in the next few weeks. This is really just a practice trip for me to kind of get a feel for the area and fly out and check the area out a few weeks before the event. And speaking of Coachella, if you look out our left window, you can actually see one of the art exhibits that they leave standing on the polo fields right now. Here I'll fly down and get a closer look.
That's StageCoach.
Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. as I live. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord, 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round. We need 30 more. 2 stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. When it's last call and they kick us out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good Lord. Tell them drink some. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. At the bottom of a bottle, don't mix me. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
All right, now as we pass the Palm Springs polo fields, we're going to come up to the Johnny Cochran Regional Airport. This airport's also called Thermal. You can see a number of jets coming in, but one thing that I find really interesting is there's actually a Formula One track that they're building right next to the airport. Alright, just passing Thermal, you can see the Salton Sea. This is a large lake or reservoir or something, but it's pretty cool.
Hey, 29 Palms traffic, Cherokee 1 Lima Tango request.
Bermuda Dunes. Traffic, 29140 Mike, 2 mile left base 28.
Next and goes in the terminal. You have everybody who landed today check their ELT. There's a very strong 121.5 in this area. Center's looking for it. I am overhead at like 6,500 and seems to be strongest at the airport now. I'll see here shortly. I'm going to Big Bear, but I'll see if it is weaker as I go west.
Alright, we'll hang a left and head back to the airport and come in for a landing.
Let me read the traffic, buddy, 9140 Mike, left base 28.
Just one more thing, if there's any 29 Palms traffic, it's only been going on for about 2 hours, so if it's anyone that landed today, that would be the one. If not, I'll look for it on my way back east.
Let me read the traffic, buddy, 9140 Mike, final 28.
So one thing about Bermuda Dunes is they don't have an AWOS or anything, so I'm going to fly over midfield of the airport to see if I can see the windsock to get an idea for the direction of the wind and figure out if there's any other traffic in the pattern and which direction they're landing, and then come in for a landing.
Alright, awesome. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours from right now, previous till now.
Before we land though, I'll cover a couple quick details about this airport. So they have only one runway. It's runway 10 and 28. We're gonna land on runway 28 here. All of the FBOs and parkings are on the west side of the runway. So when we land, we're gonna pull off to the left, and I'm told that we'll have a golf cart taxi us to wherever we need to go. You can see they have a nice long runway here. Runway 1028 is 5,000 feet, which is going to be really important for any of those high DA days in the middle of the summer for taking off.
Come on down to 2,500. RP, power back. For 90. Bermuda Dunes, Bermuda Dunes, Bermuda, Bermuda, Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda Dunes. Alright, here we go. Bermuda Dunes traffic, Cessna 739 Romeo Foxtrot, 5 miles east of the airfield, 3,500, planning to overfly the airfield at midfield, entering a left downwind from runway 28. Bermuda Dunes traffic.
Bermuda traffic, Skyhawk 4975 Golf over the tennis gardens now, entering a left downwind, runway 28.
Bermuda Dunes traffic, citation 667 X-ray Lima, taxi from the FBO to runway 10, runway 10, Bermuda Dunes.
Bermuda traffic, Skyhawk 4975 Golf is midfield left downwind, runway 28, Bermuda. Bermuda Dunes traffic, Skyhawk 4975 Golf, left base, runway 28, Bermuda Dunes.
Bermuda Dunes traffic, Cessna 739 Romeo Foxtrot, passing over midfield at 1,800, entering a left downwind from runway 28. Bermuda Dunes traffic.
Bermuda traffic, Skyhawk 4975 Golf, final 28, full stop, Bermuda.
Bermuda Cessna 9 Romeo Foxtrot, entering left downwind runway 28, Bermuda Dunes. There's traffic. Nice. degrees of flaps. Flaps come down. 90. Alright, we can start our base. Bermuda Dunes, 9 Romeo Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 28, Bermuda Dunes traffic. There's our 80. Degrees of flaps. $75 on base, looking good. Bermuda Dunes traffic, Cessna 9 Romeo Foxtrot, turning final runway 28, full stop, Bermuda Dunes traffic.
Every traffic pack 4975 Golf, cleared runway 28, way down.
Bermuda Dunes traffic, Cessna 9 Romeo Foxtrot is clear runway 28, Bermuda Dunes.
And Bermuda Dunes, Cessna 4975 Golf, taxiing back to tie down.
Bermuda Dunes, Cessna 9 Romeo Foxtrot, taxiing to tie down, Bermuda Dunes traffic.
Single on the ground at Bermuda Dunes. Will you be with us for overnight?
I will be for 9 Romeo Foxtrot. See the golf cart. Should I taxi towards them?
Are you not familiar, sir?
Not familiar. First time here. 9 Romeo Foxtrot.
Stand by.
Bermuda Dunes traffic citation 7X for Lima. We're taking runway 10, runway 10 for a south.
Are you going to be overnight?
Bermuda Dunes.
Affirmative. 9 Romeo Foxtrot.
Copy that, Craig. See you on 31st.
Sounds good. We'll look forward to it.
Okay, Romeo Foxtrot. Are you going to be overnight, sir?
Affirmative. 9 Romeo Foxtrot.
Copy that.
This airport's fantastic. The tie-down fees are only $25 a night, and there was a service fee of $75, though they said they'd waive the service fee if you at least get 15 gallons of gas. And that's perfect because I burned exactly 15 gallons of gas to get here. So parking at an actual tie-down spot, $25 a night, not bad. I'll take it.
Am I following this guy pointing in the golf cart?
Please follow the guy in the golf cart.
Copy that. 9. Okay.
Crown Air from 4975 Golf. If we get a top off, that'd be great. Thank you.
Copy that.
Alright, thanks for joining me on another flight. We successfully landed on the ground. No issues, so that's always a win. I do want to mention as we put the plane away that the FBO at Bermuda Dunes was super nice. I highly recommend checking it out. The staff was very helpful, very friendly, and the FBO was really cool. You could tell it seemed like it had just been remodeled. At least it was just very modern and very nice inside. Highly recommend checking it out. And until next time, everyone fly safe.